された記憶孤独の狭間に浮かんで消えたまっすぐに立つのがなぜこんなに辛いのか一人きりで行くと消えたはずなのに歪みがちれた世界で何もせずというのが信じたってただ求めるだけ選ぶ道が無限なら霞むこの目を細めてここから眺めよう青に染まるまで
Should be everything. Hello. I'm back. Like I said, I wasn't streaming yesterday because I had to do stuff, family stuff, specifically for our nephew. Had to help him out with a project, so I wasn't our youngest one. So wasn't sure like what time I'd be back. So turns out it wasn't really that long, but it was just one of those days where it was like, but like I already said, I wasn't gonna stream the Monday, so I ended up taking that day off. So, but here we are today, hopefully to wrap up the rest of this story. Like basically, my goal for this stream is okay. So we're gonna do everyone we didn't do, basically like the Hakumen and the rest of the Continuum shift characters, and then afterwards, this is gonna be like a short stream. I'll tell you that much. We'll save the finale for Thursday, if like barring if nothing else happens Thursday, because I'm just like I've spent way too many hours on this story mode. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. It's just, you know, I want to save the finale for like let it be its own thing. Just like I said, I want the continuation characters to be their own thing. Same for like the cast of Calamity Trigger. So yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. Hopefully we aren't here for like another 4, maybe 5 hours. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, enjoyed your Monday too. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Mondays. They could go, they're wish-washy. Same for Tuesdays for me. Like that, both of those are like the 2 days out of the week where I'm just like, yeah, this could go either way. So I'm not really looking forward to it. So also, I bought Honey was on sale for like $8, so I got that on Steam. So if I ever want to go do the story mode and arcade, do the same thing for that I'm doing for Blazblue, I now have the means to. I'm not getting like Under Night 2 on here though. Like that's, I'll wait till that gets like all this DLC before I do some stuff with that or whatever we want, whatever, man. But anyway, here we are with launched into the story mode. And also, yeah, elephant in the room before we start. You know how I'd say I'm like a big fan of RPGs and whatnot, and I'm dabbled into like a lot of RPGs over the years, and specifically, Persona is like something that stayed with me. Basically, like every Atlas RPG from Persona to SMT to Metaphor, try to turn around and see what it for me. So, yeah, seeing those comments and like celebrating the 30th, like the anniversary for Peter Reload, just know, like, you know who you are, and that's, no, don't do that. All right, I'm not. Don't say you're doing this because you're a fan of the series. Same for the people who are like literally losing their shit over the Tales of Daybreak 2 pronouns kind of like thing. Like, what the fuck are we doing, guys? I ask that sincerely. What the fuck are we doing when literally everyone's pointing out like it's the exact same dialogue, but it's more catered to like an English audience. That's literally localization 101. Like, you gotta make it so, like, you know, you translate it in a way it makes it so it can, you know, it relates to like the native language, in this case English. So I'm like, why are we just be like, and this is why this series is gonna fail, and that's why I hate that this has it and XC, they're all displaying for this wokeness or whatnot. And I'm like, it's in the original Japanese goddamn text. They literally ask like, what suffix do you use? Do you use kun or chan? And if you know Japanese, or you know, those are like literally asking the same question, like, what the fuck are we doing here, guys? So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, this is the first time they got on this for, like, their localization choices. So I'm just like, cool. I'm like, this is as bad as the Sonic fans, like, blaming, like, Ian Flynn for everything wrong with the series now. For, like, for not appealing to, like, the Japanese script or whatnot, excuse me. Because again, people are weird about Japanese Sonic. That's why they hate fucking American Sonic so much. Like, they treat Japanese Sonic and his characterization like gospel. I'm like, God, you guys are weird, alright? It's fucking video games. Stop being weird about this. Alright? They're fictional. They're fictional characters, okay? So, have to get that out of the way. And now, like, the recent thing now is just like people complaining about character designs for Blazblue and Under Night and Grand Blue, and I'm just like, you guys, I swear to God, for two people. It's the same as the people who are complaining, like that one post on Twitter where just like how someone upset that they basically called Haruhi a isekai, and everybody and their mom was just like looking at them in the replies like, how the hell do you not know Haruhi? Like, how? I was like, you younger anime fans, I tell you, like, learn your history. Like, that's literally the thing. Like, for everything, learn your history before you start spouting off like your opinions or facts. Anyway, that long tangent over. Let's get to the actual story though, so before I get even more heated. And also, want to point this out now. I'm looking into like making clips of like my longer videos. You best believe I'm making clips of both all these playthroughs of Blazblue because they are so goddamn long. So look forward to that in the future. Like, I already did it for Clash of Ninja Revolution 2, well, like part 1. Like, those clips came out alright. It's just the fact that I gotta pay for CapCut Pro, so that's gonna be a while for that. But here we are. Like I said, we got Tsubaki, Makoto, Platinum, Relius. Hakumen isn't unlocked yet. Hazama isn't unlocked yet. We're gonna save the EX stories for before we do the finale, before we do the true ending. And whenever we unlock the true ending, we're gonna do that Thursday. So we still got Hakumen and Bakuhan to unlock. So without further ado, let's go to my girl Tsubaki. Regret sin. That was really short.
Excuse me. First Lieutenant Tsubaki Yayoi, reporting for duty.
Yes, hello there. I'm Hazama. I work for the intelligence department. It is a pleasure to meet you. So this is the famous daughter of the Yayoi family. Please, accept my apologies for making you come all the way out here. Yes, how rude of me. Let's see, well, I guess officially I'm a captain. But to be honest, we don't really bother much with ranks here at Intelligence, so don't worry about formality, okay?
Yeah, excuse me, Captain.
Come on, didn't I just say you don't need to be so stiff? Ah, well. Anyway, the reason I've called you here is because I need you to take care of something very sensitive. A sort of covert operation.
Is this an order from the intelligence department?
Huh? Ah, yes. I see where you're going. Please, don't worry about that. I know what your little team is for, First Lieutenant. I wouldn't bring you in for run-of-the-mill intel work. No. This is actually a direct order from the top. HQ, the Imperator. Proof? Yes, of course you'd want proof. Well, here, take a look. See? The seal of the Imperator.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to question you.
I told you not to worry. It's not a big deal, really. All right, shall we try this again? If you don't mind, I'll just tell you your orders. Like I said, this is covert, so it's better not to leave a paper trail, you know. Where was... Ah, yes. It's not really anything that difficult, but it is, how should I...
Sir.
All right, then. First Lieutenant Tsubaki Yayoi, your orders are as follows. Determine the whereabouts of Major Jin Kisaragi and Lieutenant Noel Vermillion and terminate them.
House's word left Tsubaki at a loss for her own. The man before her had just accidentally killed one of her best friends from the academy, and the man she adored as a brother since childhood. Yeah, adored.
What did they do to deserve...
Tsubaki had built her career on unquestioning obedience and dedication to duty. To anyone other than Hazama, her response would have been nothing short of shocking. Then again, what person alive could keep their voice from trembling after being ordered to kill their friends?
Let's see here. It looks like the intelligence we've gathered says that Major Kisaragi has disobeyed orders on a number of occasions. And we've even seen reports of desertion. Supposedly, he was injured pretty seriously going after a large bounty.
That's impossible! How could Jin, Major Kisaragi, he would never...
Right, yes. We've also seen a number of reports saying that he's just been stirring up a lot of trouble. And, let's see. Well, we haven't managed to confirm this yet, but... apparently he escaped from the hospital we'd put him in after his... accident. He also, took out a number of guards and a few officers on his way out. Now, as for Lieutenant Vermillion, she went after Major Kisaragi. Well, actually, she was under orders to do that, but... Ah, here we are. We've heard reports that she aided the SS-class bounty known as the Grim Reaper. Ah, yes, this Grim Reaper is also apparently the person who caused Major Kisaragi's injuries and is, in fact, at the very top of the Librarium's most wanted list. The rebel Ragna the Blood Edge.
Jin deserted. And Noel is helping a rebel?
The color slowly drained from Tsubaki's face. She couldn't bring herself to believe what she was hearing.
Apparently, Major Kisaragi and Lieutenant Vermillion have some sort of connection to this Blood Edge fellow. Is something wrong? Stay with me now. Oh. Actually, I guess that's all of it. You're free to go, First Lieutenant.
Still stunned, Tsubaki saluted automatically and walked toward the door, feeling already partially in control of her body. She almost threw the door when she heard Hakumen's voice from behind her.
Oh, right. There's one more little thing I forgot to mention. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, please, don't forget to bring back Major Kisaragi's Yukianasa and Lieutenant Vermilion's Bulwark, okay? Ah, silly me. Actually, two things. You don't need to bother bringing their bodies back. They're traitors, so there won't be any sort of ceremony. I mean, to be honest, having a couple of corpses around would just kind of get in the way.
Tsubaki bit her lip at the man's words, but kept silent. Without so much as a nod or a salute, she walked out of the room.
Oh, man! This is just too good! We're just gonna shoot right past tragedy, straight into good old comedy!
Love this man. Spike left the doors to the Captain Hazuma's office closed behind her and fell back against them. Her strength gone, she felt dizzy and thoughts filled in and out of her mind before she could grab hold.
What am I gonna do? Jin. Noelle.
Excuse me, do you mind?
The voice startled Tsubaki out of her trance as she looked up to see a man towering over her. He was Father of the Year. She knew the man. Well, she knew his face. He was known through the library for being a master puppeteer, as well as for some more unpleasant things. She'd never met him in person before. She had hope for him.
Brillious. Clover. Colonel. From engineering.
Tsubaki murmured the man's name, searching through her memories to piece together what she knew about him. He was tall, incredibly so. In fact, if he was surprised, Tsubaki recognized him. He kept to himself. He stared down at her, his face impassive.
Miss, if you'd be so kind as to get out of my way, I need to get through that door.
I'm sorry.
Quickly, Tsubaki moved out of his way, but Relius didn't even acknowledge her. He simply strode forward into Captain Hazuma's office as though he'd taken a moment to collect his thoughts and not wait for a girl to move out of his way.
It's me. I'm coming in.
What could possibly be going on between the two of them?
Something about Captain Hazama working with Colonel Relius made Tsubaki uneasy.
Hazama, are you ready? I can leave at any time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you just give me 3 more minutes? I just haven't been able to bring myself to get ready. In fact,
Quit procrastinating. But I can't believe it's Kagutsuchi. That place brings back so many memories. I believe that the 13th Prime Field has...
Tsubaki could just make out their conversation through a crack in the door. It was certainly interesting, as something told her what they were discussing was of great importance, but eavesdropping, especially on 2 ranking officers, was something Tsubaki could allow herself to do. Besides, there were much more important things on her mind. Doing her best to silence the doubt that filled her mind, at least for the time being, Tsubaki turned her back to Hazuma's office and began walking.
The House of Yayoi had served the Imperator loyally for as long as anyone could remember, and had produced many of the librarian's most loyal and elite soldiers. They were proud and dignified, and many of them held up as a shining example of what one of the duodecim could and should be. The Yayoi family was set apart from many of the other duodecim by the purity of their bloodline. When the librarian grades the abilities of their soldiers, many factors are considered, but none carries so much weight as one's aptitude for the use of armaments. Their only thought, servitude of the Imperator, the Yayoi family turned their considerable resources to producing offspring with exceptional Armagus aptitude. The Yayoi family bred their children with only the best Armagus wielders, ensuring the strength of the next generation. However, the breeding pool from which they could select was quite small, and before long it became necessary to resort to inbreeding. As time passed, the House of Yayoi filled with the best wielders of Armagus the world had to offer, and their power, both physical and political, far outstripped that of the other families of the duodecim. Their glory was to be short-lived, however. Generations of inbreeding began to take their toll, and children were born weaker and weaker. The purity of blood that had once been the greatest strength of the House of Yayoi was now its greatest weakness. Such was the family into which Tsubaki was born. Although she was treated as her parents' firstborn daughter, she was anything but. She was merely the first daughter to survive. Her siblings had all passed away, victims of their own pure blood and frail bodies. By some miracle, Tsubaki did not share their weakened constitution. She was healthy and showed mastery in the use of the Armagus. Needless to say, she was cherished not only by her parents, but by the whole of the Yayoi family. To the young Tsubaki, the Yayoi Manor was her entire world. The only people she knew were her parents, her relatives, and her teachers. As a firstborn daughter of the Yayoi family, she was taught one simple truth: that she must serve the Imperator unquestioningly. Such was the childhood of Tsubaki Yayoi.
Yes, that's right. I'm a daughter of the Yayoi family.
Every door stood before Tsubaki, the entrance to a shrine hidden beneath the Yayoi family hall. Tsubaki found herself drawn to it.
We should be the ones who set the example for the rest of the duodecim. No, we must be the ones to set that example.
The room was dark. It was the first time Tsubaki had set foot there, but she knew what lay behind the door, deep within the innermost chamber of the
I'm sure Jin had his reasons for doing what he did.
Slowly, Tsubaki began to walk forward. It wasn't long before she found what she'd come for. Before Tsubaki were a pair of sturdy doors that protected whatever lay behind them, and more than her, their own considerable bulk, and like doors symbol of the Yayoi family. Tsubaki pulled out a small blade and drew it across the tip of her finger. She felt a momentary prick of pain and caught her breath. A drop of blood slowly formed on her finger.
I'm sure Noelle has a perfectly good explanation too. I just need to talk to her.
Tsubaki placed her hand on top of the family emblem. As if possessed of some strange hunger, the emblem on the door quickly absorbed blood from Tsubaki's finger. With a metallic thud, the door slowly opened.
Everything Captain Hazama told me is true. What if Jin and Noelle... What if they really have turned their backs on the Imperator?
Tsubaki's mind was in turmoil.
No, it's okay. Even if they have, if I can just talk to them, I'm sure they'll understand. Even so, if they really have betrayed me, I'll have no choice but to kill them.
Her mind said Tsubaki reached for the object behind the doors. Huh. A sudden sense of vertigo rushed over her, and Tsubaki put a hand to her face to try and calm her suddenly throbbing head. She felt almost as though her strength was being drained out of her.
This is... the Izuyoi?
She refused to let her grip weaken and felt her vision grow dark and blurry. Izuyoi, one of the sealed weapons. This particular sword has belonged to the Yayoi family for generations. It was known for its ability to steal light, even for the person who wielded it.
Let's go. To Kagutsuchi.
Alright, so a lot to unpack here. So as you can see, that was the inner calamity trigger where Hazama gives Tsubaki the order to assassinate both Jin and Noel for turning traitor for from the NOL, and how Tsubaki, her backstory is that she comes from the Yayoi family, and do I even need to sugarcoat that? Where they had to keep the blood pure. Oh, my controller died, but yeah, self-explanatory on that one, and that's you'll see why. Like I will go to bat for fucking Tsubaki, like so much, cause yeah. Remember also where I said every little thing matters in this game. That little visual with Jin isn't We'll get to that. All right, that wasn't just a one-off. That's really important. So. Also, speaking of that, someone also said, like someone posted like a picture, like not a picture, but it was basically a clip of Tsubaki and Noel, and said like how, like despite the lore being like overcomplicated, the interpersonal relationships in this series is like really good, and I agree. And someone said like, yeah, someone posted in the replies like, yeah, Calamity Trigger to Continuum Shield is like pretty easy to follow stuff. It's Chrono Phantasm Central Fiction onward that it gets kind of hard to keep track of like a lot of stuff because you have to keep in mind a lot of info that those games dump on you. And someone replied was like, because they also mentioned like there's a whole lot of other side material that because it never made it over here that most people wouldn't know what's happening, and that's my major complaint with Blazblue as a series as a whole, because there's a lot that never made it over here. Like off the rip, the Blooded Experience that never came over here. None of the Phase Shift novels also made it over here, and those are like hella important for like because those take place. They're like what I would say prequel novels, and those are considered canon. And the only thing of note that literally made it over here was literally both X-Blaze games getting translated and Remix Heart, and Chrono Phantasm and Sten. And that's only important because it introduced Mai. So yeah, it's a lot. When I say like you got to remember this stuff, yeah, you do, because again, like you're just gonna see later on. So
We are preparing to dock at the 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi. Please gather your belongings and prepare to disembark.
Oh no! That's my stop!
Tsubaki jerked awake. She drifted off sometime during the last hour, would likely have missed the port at Kagutsuchi if the announcement had awoken her. Her nap had left her body feeling refreshed and focused. Her mind and her emotions were anything but.
I should get some fresh air. It's cold out here.
There was a soul in sight on the deck. Tsubaki wasn't surprised. It was nearly 42 degrees, but the wind made it feel closer to freezing. The rest of the passengers would have any reason to step outside when they could stay warm beside the ship.
So this is it. The 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi. I can't believe it's incomplete. It looks so beautiful.
She's seen pictures of it before, reports and the like, but something about seeing the city in person took Tsubaki's breath away. The city was a living, breathing thing, and that was something no picture could convey.
So, this is where Jin and Noel have gone.
After filling the proper paperwork with the port authorities, Tsubaki finally set foot on the soil of Kagutsuchi. The sun had set already. People were sparse, but she had especially as much. Tsubaki landed Port 5
Well
was
then.
exclusive about it. That's her. Her goals were clear enough, but she couldn't decide where to begin. Captain Hazama told her that Jim Noel's action had directly aided the criminal rock to the Blood Edge. Having never been in Kagutsuchi before, Tsubaki knew she would have a difficult time finding them without knowing the local geography.
First, I should go to the local librarian office, then gather some information and...
Mentally building a list of things she would need to do, Tsubaki had barely lifted her foot to set off in the direction of the librarian office when she heard a voice behind her.
Excuse me? Huh?
Startled, Tsubaki spun around to find a young boy dressed in purple, towering behind him was a massive metal creature.
Nirvana?
Ah, so it seems you know my sister. Pardon me, but you're with the NOL, correct?
Are you...
The boy's face was familiar, something about it. This suddenly she remembered years ago at the academy.
Excuse me?
The child walking through the door is none other than one of the elite students for the elementary division, Carl Clover.
Yay! It's little Carl! Come on in!
The girl who lunched with him was my roommate, Makoto Nania. She just couldn't keep her hands off young boy. Oh, God!
Ah, Miss Makoto, you're here? Of course! I'm always here!
Makoto shut
Stop
down.
that, Makoto! You're scaring Carl! Is that you, Carl?
That voice.
Miss Tsubaki?
Carl was not a face Tsubaki expected to see. It was not a face she had wanted to see either, as Carl seemed to realize.
Ah, it is you after all. I thought I recognized your voice. It took me a second to remember whose it was. It's been a while, Carl. I hoped we wouldn't have to meet each other under circumstances like these.
As expected from a wing of justice. So it seems you already know about me.
Yes, I do. I was surprised to hear you dropped out of the academy. I was worried about you. Once I enlisted, I heard that you'd become not just a vigilante, but one of the best, and that you were wielding the Nox Nictoris Nirvana.
That's not my sister's name.
Carl, I'll be frank with you. Right now, my top priority is to find and capture Ragna the Blood Edge. There's still time for you to do the right thing, Carl. Please, if you get rid of that Nox Nic...
Perhaps you might have some information that I need, Miss Tsubaki.
What?
The location of my father.
Really is Clover.
I remembered the incident outside of Captain Hazama's office, and the strange conversation that had taken place afterwards was Carl.
So you do know?
She tried to hide her surprise, but too late. Tsubaki felt almost as though Carl could see right through her.
I'm looking for my father, Relius Clover. Miss Tsubaki, please tell me everything you might know about him.
Go off, man. Tsubaki wasn't sure if telling him was really the right thing to do, but she had
All
to
right,
make a
Carl.
choice.
I'll tell you what I know.
She had some expression of joy, perhaps a smile, but
What's the matter, Carl?
Nothing. I mean, I just didn't expect you to be so forthcoming. Thank you very much. Isn't that great, sis? So, what can you tell me, Miss Tsubaki?
the boy's eyes lit up with curiosity.
The other day, I actually met your father, Relius Clover.
Huh?
I was talking to one of my superiors, and I passed him while I was leaving the office.
I see. So then, where is my father now?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. Well, I did overhear a little of their conversation, and I think he was headed here, to Kagutsuchi. Although with the man I was talking to, Captain Hazama.
My father? Here? In Kagutsuchi? And Hazama?
Well, the name Hazama was out of Carl's mouth and I suddenly moved.
Huh? What's the matter, sis? Do you know about this Hazama person? Carl, what are you... According to my sister, this Hazama guy is really dangerous. I wonder what my father is thinking, involving himself with someone like that. Captain Hazama is dangerous? I see. No, it couldn't be. Miss Tsubaki, thank you very much for your help. I have a pretty good idea where my father is. Really? Well, more of a hunch, really. Well then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Carl! Carl.
Tsubaki watched Carl's receding back for a moment or two, then turned around.
I need to focus right now.
Once again, Tsubaki began to walk. At least didn't beat him up this time, so yeah. As she continued on her way to librarian offices, Tsubaki saw Drifter Jin.
Of all the families in the Duodecim, the Yoyois have the longest history. As such, it has always been their duty to keep the 12 families together and the government functioning. My father, head of the Yoyoi house, was no exception. Looking back, though, I was a sheltered child. No, perhaps something even worse than simply sheltered. At the time, I was seldom allowed to leave the house, and even then only with my father. Each time we left the house, it was to visit one of the other 12 families in the hierarchical city they governed. January was the Uski family, February the Kisaragis, March was our family, and so on. Each month, Father and I would visit a different house. It was probably a meeting between the family leaders, or perhaps something more casual. I was a child and I didn't know or care what they were doing. My father and his peers would drink their fine wines and expensive liquors and talk. They would talk forever, and I would be left alone. Some of the other families had children my age, but that was rarely the case. I had no choice but to try and find ways to pass the time by myself until my father had finished. Even so, there was something fresh about visiting so many different places. How many years had I been doing that? I'm not sure. At any rate, on the day in question, the rest of the Duodecim were scheduled to come and visit the Yayoi Manor. My father had been exceptionally busy preparing for this day for the past several weeks. I was outside, in our garden. Father and the other family heads were talking about adult things that I didn't understand. I played in the garden so that I wouldn't have to sit in a stuffy room and listen to adults discuss things that meant little to me. But that didn't mean it was very much fun. But that day, for the first time, I met a boy who was close to my age.
Who are you? Huh? Huh? Maybe he didn't hear me. Hi! Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Tsubaki Yayoi.
Oh, the girl from the Yayoi family, huh?
Uh-huh. Have you heard about me?
I heard there was only one child in the Yayoi family, a girl.
So what's your name?
Jin Kisaragi.
I know the Kisaragi Manor. I've been there with my father before. I don't think I ever met you before, though, Jinny the Kisaragi.
The Kisaragi family has a whole brood of children, so the fact that we've never met isn't surprising.
Oh, I didn't know that. What are you doing here, Jinny the Kisaragi?
I'm attending the Conference of Leaders. It seems that I've been nominated to be the next head of the Kisaragi family.
No, what? I don't get it, Jinny the Kisaragi.
If you don't understand, then it's nothing you need to worry about. More importantly, hasn't anyone ever taught you how to speak? You know, politely?
Huh?
You see, you're younger than me, so I'm telling you to show me some respect.
Oh, my father tells me I need to be polite to everyone, too. He gets mad at me when I don't. I'm sorry.
It's nothing you need to apologize for. If you could just stop calling me that.
Well, what should I call you?
Well, I mean, my name.
Then you want me to call you Jin?
I meant my family name.
Jin! Jin!
Whatever works for you.
Yay! That means you're my brother now, right?
Where did that come from?
Okay, you have to promise. You gotta promise to be my brother forever and ever, alright?
Promise? Fine, whatever.
Really? Then cross your heart.
Huh?
You know, cross your heart.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I promise that I will never lie. And if my promise ever does go, I give to you my eternal soul.
Oh, we didn't do the swallow 1,000 needles.
There were reports that Jin was around here somewhere. And pretty recently, too.
Tsubaki looked up to see a shadow standing before her. Instead of getting the drop on her quarry, it seemed the inverse was true.
Ah, the NOL-0 Squadron, the Wings of Justice. So, what does one of the librarian's trash collectors want with me?
Jin!
Don't tell me. Tsubaki? That's the sealed Armigus. Izayoi!
Jin. Major Kisaragi. You have been accused of insubordination countless times, and there are even instances of attempts at desertion on your record. These actions cannot be overlooked, war hero or not. I'm sure you know why I'm here.
Tsubaki, do you have any idea what that weapon is?
Of course I do. It belonged to my ancestors, and in their name, I must put an end to your unconscionable behavior.
To even carry a weapon like that. Are you telling me you value the NOL? The Duodecim's pretense of justice that much?
Jin, this is not a request from the Yayoi family, or the Duodecim, or even the Librarium. It is a request from me. There's still time. Please, go back to the Librarium. I don't want to hurt you, Jin.
You are concerned for my well-being?
Jin, please, promise me. If I beat you, you'll go back.
And if I refuse?
Then I won't stop until you accept!
It's just couples fighting. But also fun fact, the whole
The wheel of death is coming.
in the Japanese version, Tsubaki asked Jin if like if that he's her brother. Like she really calls him like Nisa. And she continues to call Jin that. And also the Jinny nickname is like used by a lot of them. Also Doig.
I won? I actually beat Jin?
What's the matter? Hurry! Finish me! You were ordered to kill me, were you not? Just end it!
So you figured it out, Jin? No, I can't do that. I can't. I've won. Now please, go back to the Librarium. You promised, remember?
I guess I did.
Jin.
Very well. I'll do as you've said. If I go back on my promise, I'd have to give you my soul, right?
Yes, that's right, Jin. If you break the promise, I get your soul.
For just a moment, the noise of Kakatsuchi disappeared. The coldness and cruelty Jin had learned in their years apart was gone. And for a second, they were children again, together in a world of their own.
Well, I have to go find Noelle now, Jin.
I see. Cross my heart. How is it that we can both remember something so completely stupid?
Love, Jin. Love. I told you, he has a soft spot for her. Like, you again, Tsubaki's like the lone outlier to, like, Jin being a dick to literally everyone. Like, outside of, like, the whole killing Ragnar thing. Like, it's, yeah. That's literally their entire relationship in a nutshell, so.
A blonde female officer? Oh yeah, I did see someone like that. Don't remember where, though.
If he was telling the truth, then Noelle should be around here somewhere.
Tsubaki found herself near the Kagutsuchi librarian office in a guarded, suspended midair.
Were you really here, Noelle? I've heard so many things about what you're doing. Did you meet Jin here? Or are you with Ragnar the Blood Edge?
Tsubaki took her time examining the guard from any sign of Noelle. This area is completely empty librarian personnel, likely because the Grim Reaper had been busy Kagutsuchi. The only sounds were the soft rustling of trees and the chirping of birds.
Oh, like I thought. She's long gone. If she was even here in the first place, I guess there's nothing I can do. Well, maybe I can pick up her trail somewhere else.
My! If it isn't First Lieutenant Tsubaki!
You know you didn't often, by the
Fancy
way.
meeting you here.
Captain, what are you doing?
Ah, come on now. I have work to do too, you know.
That's not what I meant.
You're right, I'm just kidding. I'm just here for a bit while I take care of, a few things.
Quit procrastinating. But I can't believe it's Kagutsuchi. That place brings back so many memories.
I see.
But enough about me. How's your mission coming along?
That's...
Tsubaki was at a loss for words. True, she had found Jin, but he was still alive.
Unfortunately, information about their whereabouts has been hard to come by, and I haven't found either of them yet. I'm very sorry.
Oh my. You don't really expect me to believe that, do you?
Huh? It's the truth. I just wasn't trying hard enough. I'll do better, I promise.
All right. Well, go ahead and take your time, just as long as they're both dead by the end of the day.
Hazama's smile made Tsubaki's tongue flip. Her face turned pale.
How can he say something like that so casually? And I can barely even think about it without... I know this is the right thing to do.
Excuse me.
It's supposed to be the right thing to do, but...
He's a sociopath.
Oh, don't worry. You're doing the right thing. Trust me.
For a single moment, Tsubaki's heart stopped beating. It was as though he had seen straight to her mind and plucked out her thoughts. Suddenly, the air felt heavy, like it was pressing down on her body from every direction. The movie was like swimming through lake.
I'm afraid of him. Why? Why do I feel terrified?
Are you feeling all right, First Lieutenant? You look kind of pale.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes?
Yes, well, it's about... How do I put it? Well, I guess you could say it's about a tragedy.
Oh, I know what he's about to tell her. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find out till Hazama's story what he told her.
It's starting to rain. I should get inside somewhere. Tsubaki? What are you doing
I'm
here?
getting really sad.
Stop! Tsubaki, what are you doing? Ah!
Ah, impressive, Noelle. I should have known you could dodge that. Still, why ask me what I'm doing? You have to know. You know, right? I'm here to kill you.
You're here to... No, you have to be kidding!
Does this look like a joke to you?
But... why?
Why? Tell me, Noelle. Is it true that you aided the criminal, Ragnar the Blood Edge?
But that's not how it is! I mean, I did save his life, but... it's not what you think!
Then you did help him? Noelle, I wish it didn't have to be like this. Ever since I met you, you've been my best friend. But now, Ragnar the Blood Edge has appeared, and Jin is different. I didn't want to believe it, but you're connected to it, somehow.
Of a berry breed, terrified though she was, she'll bring us up tonight. And again, as Tsubaki said.
Until now, I always looked away from the truth. Didn't want to admit any of the things I was hearing were true, but Noelle, you... The more I denied it, the farther I got from the answer. Everything that was bad got worse.
I'm sorry, Tsubaki. It's always my fault.
Stop! Stop it, Noelle! Don't make this any harder than it already is. I must defeat you before my determination wavers.
Tsubaki!
In my right hand, I carry the sword of judgment, and in my left, the scales of justice. I serve the winds who govern the heavens. I am their word and their sword made flesh. Noelle Vermilion, should you resist, your punishment shall be death.
And I don't, like, just wait until we get to fucking Chrono Phantasm and Memory of Tears Part 2 start playing, because Jesus, is that even sadder? Like, you think the intro between them now is, like, sad? Just, ooh. I'm not saying I love, like, the relationship, you said, like, I love the interpersonal relationship. Because that's why I say, like, it's really important to have, like, story modes for, like, different characters other than the main cast.
Sorry.
Tsubaki approached Noelle, her hand tightening on easily. Finally, she raised her sword above Noelle's head. With her eyes shut tight, Noelle waits for the final blow. Everything lasts.
Noelle, you took everything from me. I didn't want to believe it. I still don't want to believe. But I've seen the truth now. I couldn't keep ignoring it forever. I am...
Tsubaki hands shook. All it would take would be one swing of her sword and her nightmare would end. Life would be good again, and Jin would... Jin? When the blow... Damn it. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Tsubaki? Tsubaki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Why? Why are you apologizing? You took everything from me, but what am I supposed to do?
Tsubaki.
No, I can't do it.
Tsubaki.
Oh man, that's not how it's supposed to work. You really did turn out to be completely useless, didn't you, First Lieutenant?
Captain Hazama!
Hazama! What have you done to Tsubaki?
Whoa, inside voices, okay? Please, no need to shout. Well, maybe I can make this work after all. Ah, you were even kind enough to bring the Izayoi with you.
Captain Hazama, what are you gonna do with Noelle?
What am I going to do? I'm sorry, but weren't you just about to slide that ugly little knife you got there into her gut? What on earth should you care what happens to her? I just asked you to run a simple errand, and you even managed to screw that up. Well, trash will always just be trash, I suppose. So hard to find good help these days. At any rate, thank you for all you've done, even though you did basically nothing. I'm done with you now. I'm going to have to ask you to remove yourself from the premises, First Lieutenant. After all, you don't really have any place in this world, do you?
You bastard!
Wow, you're pretty worked up. However... Nobody over there. Aren't you just pathetic? Just look at yourself. Oops, maybe not. But seriously, folks, whose fault is this, really? That's the stuff. Let's see some hate, Tsubaki Yayoi. Go on, tell me, whose fault is this?
I can't see. I'm... What am I? Jin, please, help me. Who should I fight for? Why am I fighting?
Doubt ill suits you, Tsubaki Yayoi. Your answer is at hand. Question not your purpose nor whom you serve, for I am both.
What? Are you?
Tsubaki Yayoi, your place is here, at my side.
The Imperator?
Fall not into darkness, for I shall be your light.
I was holding in mind Tsubaki was slowly going blind during that. So yeah, that's the end for Tsubaki. So yeah, we won't be. That kind of explains why she got the outfit change and Jin's starting when the next time we see her. As for why she went batshit when she saw Noelle, oh, now we get Hakumen, of course. But for why she went batshit when she saw Noelle again, yeah, that's gonna be explained in Hakumen's thing. Which still isn't a lot, so probably gotta do Hakumen's then, because that's like the last one. Hakumen, possibility. I think Hakumen's like straightforward too. Torture Wasteland stretches out as far as the eye can see. Once it had been home to millions of human lives, but now...
Then it has begun once more.
It ain't right.
This land, too, has been devoured.
If only we'd been a little faster. Maybe we could have saved a few more lives.
Even if we had arrived in time, Cat, I very much doubt the outcome would have been any different. As things stand now, we may be able to slow down the beast's rampage, but we have no way of killing the creature. It is frustrating.
Maybe if Nine was here, then we could teach that critter a thing or two.
Where is she?
She's still over at Orbis Librarius Norma headquarters. I hear it's gonna take a little more time. She's doing her best. Hell, I reckon she's running herself ragged over there. Our job's to try and keep the beast from doing any more killing before she can ride in with the cavalry. Once they've got it all figured out, I reckon we might just have a chance at winning this war. They've gotta be getting close. I heard the last few tests have been real promising.
Cat, are you certain this is right? I cannot overcome my own reservations. They would draw power from the Seether, the very thing the beast is made of. That power could easily drive a man mad.
God damn it, Hakumen! You took a good look at this world lately? It's already gone mad! Take a good hard look at this wasteland, alright? The thing we're fighting is gonna do this to the whole damn planet! Sure, maybe we're a little special. People like you and Nine, you got something that'll let you fight back. But what about everybody else? You reckon they ought to just sit back and wait for the day the beast shows up to eat them whole? You've seen the Black Beast plenty of times yourself. You ought to know. That thing's a monster, the likes of which the world ain't never seen. It's evil, pure and simple, and I won't waste the time he gave us.
Cat.
I wasn't nothing more than a scared kid, and all I could do was watch that son of a bitch swallow my friend up. That's why we need the Ars Magus. Ain't nothing else can stand up to that monster.
Scared you were, yes. But you overcame your fear. And now you stand and fight against the beast as we do. That is what we need, Cat. Courage like yours. The courage to look the Black Beast in the eye and fight. Without such courage, I fear the power of the Ars Magus will be too great a burden. That is all I meant to say.
I'm sorry, Hakumen. I reckon I just got a little worked up there.
Do not blame yourself. I understand. I understand far more than you know.
Hakumen, I want to beat that thing. I want to see the Black Beast dead.
As do I. I suppose I must thank your friend. I have no doubt he was a great warrior.
Yeah, he was. I ain't never seen better. Strong, courageous, and he never gave up no matter what. Can't even count the times I heard him say, "I'll fight as a man, a human being, till the very end." So why'd he let that monster kill him? Why'd he save me?
You are much stronger now. Far stronger than you were when we first met. Were we to fight now, I doubt that I would be victorious.
Oh, don't give me that bull. Valkenhayn and Trinity must have arrived at the western location by now.
Good timing. All right then.
Oh, Hakumen! Kitty! Come on, you slowpokes. It's ready! Just what I'd expect from the power of order. Perfect. Oh, I am so glad you ended up being useful after all, Haku.
Terror-me, you monster!
40 seconds until gate is sealed. Please evacuate immediately. I repeat, all personnel, please evacuate immediately. 40 seconds until...
Oh, it makes me sad to put an end to all the fun we've been having. But all good things, etc. Just do me a favor and die, all right? Please?
Terror-me!
Oh, so you are still alive, you irritating little pest. Well, now you and Haku can die together. Toodles. Oh, one thing. Nine's waiting for you on the other side, so don't make her wait.
You son of a bitch!
You sure know the way to a guy's heart.
Cat, we have no choice! Kill him!
But...
It's all right.
Do what must be done, Cat! I'm sorry, Hakumen. Seikigan, open!
Huh? Wait, are you serious? What the hell is this thing? Why wasn't I told about this?
Terror me. It seems it will be you that dies with me, and not the cat.
No, wait. Come on, guys. This isn't funny. Hey, wait! What? I said wait, goddammit!
Closing gate.
So, yeah, that's kind of, that's why I said, like, the phase shift novels is, like, really important. And, yeah, we only get one retelling of those novels. But, yeah, so by this point in time, Hazama, Terumi, he already killed 9. And as for Trinity, yeah, we're gonna go into, like, Trinity, like, a little bit later, but, so, yeah, so, what Jubei activated is, like, it gets explained more in, Teach Me Miss Light Tree, so I will save my explanation for that, but just know he did something how Terumi didn't expect, and now this is the point where Hakumen was sealed in the boundary with Terumi. And as you know, Takamagahara was the one who freed Terumi, and Kokonoe was the one who got Hakumen out. Hakumen's eyes snap open in the dark. He recognized the room. It had changed the last time he's seen it. Become quite familiar with the cauldron in the depths of Sector 7.
Memories.
Are you awake, Mr. Hero?
You. What do you want?
You certainly enjoy being restrained, don't you? Is that simply your canine instincts coming to the fore, or perhaps a reflection of something more deviant? No matter. Whatever your reasons, I fear it is a poor choice of hobby.
A hot man all tied up. Oh, it just makes me tingle.
Keeping your pants not low.
Come on, you can't even see his face.
Have you come here simply to mock me? Your own hobbies leave much to be desired, it seems.
Is that so? Perhaps, although I must admit I am rather enjoying myself. I must apologize, however. I have not come here for the reason you think. I have come to save you, but in return you must consent to be my servant.
Ridiculous. I would remain here for 1,000 years before I would serve you.
Ah, it seems you do not understand. I am offering you the opportunity to become my servant. To serve a lady such as myself is quite an honor, you know.
Yeah, go ask your brother.
You're acting like you're some sort of dumb.
Oh dear. For just a moment there, I thought the same thing as Guy.
Nago?
Serving the princess is the ultimate joyful experience.
Demons. A lot of you.
Oh my, how dreadfully frightening. Getting angry over something like this? Tut-tut, Mr. Hero. You are still such a small man.
I don't know what you're here for, fool. But you had best leave. The code keeping me bound randomly changes 500 lines of itself every few seconds. Even you cannot hope to break this lock.
Is that so?
You broke the seal?
It was only an imaginary number algorithm, terribly complex. How very like Hakumen. I confess it did take me a moment or two to decipher it, but once one grasps the theory of her science, the rest is quite simple. While I was deciphering her luck, I thought it would be kind of me to keep you company, but your short temper has made that unpleasant for both of us.
Your companionship does not suit my tastes. Enough. What is it you have come here for?
I'm sorry, was I unclear? I wish you to serve me.
No.
My goodness, you refuse so quickly. Have you no social grace? Perhaps I should put this to you another way. Takamagahara has begun to move.
What?
Terramy has begun to establish his existence, in large part due to the eye of Noel Vermilion. His choice of body is, I fear, unfortunate.
And you did nothing but watch?
That is true.
Yet again, all you did was watch? You have seen this countless times, and yet you did nothing but watch?
I will provide no excuses for my inaction.
Damn you!
Princess! Is something wrong? I believe you are about to attack me. I do not intend to dodge if that is what concerns you.
You opened the Tsukiyomi unit.
Yes, I did.
You fool. Do you understand what that means?
Of course I do, please. I have heard these questions before.
Then it seems your mind is set. Very well. You will have my assistance.
No, I will have your unquestioning service and loyalty. Please do pay attention.
Answer me one thing.
Which is?
Why do you go so far for the beast?
Because he is quite human.
And my boyfriend.
Now our little chat draws to a close. Might I assume your observer is Kokonoe?
You might.
One must wonder why I even bother to ask. I shall be the prime observer then. Are you prepared?
I need not hold back, yes?
Oh my. Did you intend to?
The wheel
I was
open
like,
is
not like I'm
down.
playing a limited rate. So.
Label 1. Action.
That was rather impressive. Perhaps a rest has revitalized you. Nonetheless, your vacation is now over.
The knowledge that you will be my observer rankles.
Oh, I must apologize, but you will have to make your way to Kagutsuchi without my assistance.
Why?
Sector 7's Ars Magus wall is mechanical and quite complex. Daunting as your seal was, it is nothing compared to the wall. I was able to catch a glimpse of it on an earlier visit. It poses quite a challenge, even to me. Truth be told, it took some time for me to make my way through. Of course, it is easier to leave than it is to enter, but even that has its risks. That, I'm afraid, is why I cannot simply whisk you away with me. Were there no other choice, I'd have the confidence to attempt it, but I would prefer not to. After all, if one forces the fabric of space and time too far, there is no telling where one might end up. Were I alone, this wall would pose little challenge. But with Guy and Nago in tow, it would be dangerous to attempt teleportation with so many hangers-on. I must ask your forgiveness, but they are my priority.
Princess, I had no idea you cared.
Princess, I will serve you forever.
Oh, you are quite kind to your servants.
They are insurance. Should something go awry, I shall let the dimensional tides take them in my place.
That's cold.
She's a demon.
Very well. I believe I will be in Kagutsuchi within 2 days.
You have won. I have little patience for those who make me wait.
Damn you.
As amusing as it is to watch you squirm, we really must be going. Time is short. I shall tell you more once you arrive in Kagutsuchi. Be quick.
as time I left this place, I suppose.
Ready for a badass shot? So fucking cool.
Terribly. Wait for me or run. It makes little difference. I will find you, and I will be your end.
Again, Hakumen is so cool. You are fucking fighting a limited goddamn Hakumen. Alarms reverberate down the hallway. Protective glass doors slide shut one by one, but Hakumen slices through them easily and moves on.
Surely they do not think to stop me with such a paltry show of force.
With no warning, the lights illuminating the hall go out. Hakumen is plunged into darkness.
Cut the breakers, have they? This darkness means nothing. No. I must not underestimate the Grimalkin. She is never without a plan. Perhaps she hopes to reduce the damage. No matter. Her intentions are no concern of mine. I must move forward.
Hakumen quickens his pace, and before long, he is running down the featureless hallway. As he bursts from the end of it, a sudden ice cold chills runs out his spine. He stops short. He felt something in the dark hallway.
Is that you, Red Devil? No. Something unnatural is here. Where is it? Here?
Hakumen slices through the door and steps through. He's no longer heading for the exit.
Damn you, Grimalkin. You try to guide me to the exit and keep your secrets hidden. This feeling, I've felt it before. But when and where?
Hakumen slices through the last door and steps to a wide open space.
I must be near the bottom floor. Huh? What is this? Why is this here? Damn you, Grimalkin. Have you gone mad?
Yeah, for those who don't remember, Hakumen calls Taker out for this and at the end of Taker's story mode. And what he found were nukes. So, yeah, wasn't happy to find those. So, this is him actually finding the nukes. And, you know.
That took less time than I anticipated. Where is she? No matter. I have no doubt she'll appear when it suits her.
Hakumen arrived in the 13th hierarchical city of Kagetsuchi. After a moment of thought, he heads for the librarian offices located on the uppermost level of the
I sense
city.
the same discomfort I felt when I fought the Black Beast all those years ago. I felt it ever since I arrived in Kagetsuchi. It is rough, crude. What could it be? I feel as though my consciousness is being pulled back into the boundary.
Just then, Hakumen feels something squirming in the darkness.
Ah, it seems this feeling
God
does not
damn
come
it.
from you, insect. Ha! Your timing is excellent. You draw power from the boundary. You shall make for an excellent test of my skill.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1.
I now remember that Hakumen's sword is also a Nazi Fuck you, Hakumen.
My reasons for this battle were my own. I will allow you to live this time, fallen insect. Go before I change my mind. After all, It is not I who should defeat you. If the insect is not the source of this feeling, then what is?
Hakumen draws a kami and sells it to a fighting snake. Hakumen's sword tears through what seems to be empty space. Something leads for the invisible cut his sword has made. Something invisible to any human eye. Hakumen's eyes, however, are not human.
No! How could I lose? Can it be? Is this? That's me!
I had worried I might be out of practice at cutting time, but it seems I did quite well. So I lost to the insect. To fall short of a creature such as that, how shameful. But there can be no doubt now that the Takamagahara is moving. Continuum shift, an uncertain world. Takamagahara will choose destruction. He will not be able to fulfill his goal. Terumi, what are you doing?
Yeah, I also love the fact that Blazblue, just like Kingdom Hearts, always name drops like their titles. So yeah, it's just a fun little tidbit. Also, please keep in mind that Hakumen can kill time. That's gonna be very important.
Mr. Hero's here, Princess!
You are late, Mr. Hero. You do understand that I cannot forgive those who make me wait? Ah, perhaps another time. Why haven't you dealt with Terumi yet?
Excuse me.
Tell me why you have called me here.
Why, one would think Terumi's revival is reason enough. Do you disagree?
There is more.
Mr. Hero, as I'm sure you are aware, I can best Terumi in combat, but I cannot dispose of him. Even if I were able to, I've no doubt he would return, rendering my actions utterly pointless.
Yes, I understand your position. What I wish to know is the role of the girl Noelle Vermilion in the resurrection of Terumi. This girl of the Azure.
Why, Mr. Hero, don't tell me.
No, it is not that I have forgotten. I do not believe I even knew a Noelle Vermilion.
Oh my. Is this part of the Continuum shift? No, that simply isn't possible. After all, you are the hero. But if so, then why?
I cannot answer that question. But even before you gave me this body, I had no memories of that girl. I know all too well that one loses some of their memories while in the boundary, but I do not believe I had any to begin with. What amuses you?
Why, nothing at all, of course. Only that our situation has become, shall we say, somewhat more interesting. Perhaps we can discuss this over tea sometime.
I have no intention of having tea with you. You know something. What have you just discerned?
As I said, perhaps we shall discuss it another day. I haven't time for the details just now. But lest you become more confused than you already are, perhaps broader strokes will have to suffice. Noelle has inherited the Azure, as well as the power of the Eye. As a result, Terumi has returned, as Takamagahara intended. We would also be remiss to ignore the fact that space-time is becoming increasingly distorted.
So Terumi has made use of the girl created by that distortion to return.
Of that, I am not so sure. What I can be sure of, however, is that Takamagahara did not anticipate Noelle's appearance.
How can you be so sure?
Ah, that would be telling. For now, all you need to know is that the pawns have gathered. The purpose of these pawns is to acquire the master unit, Amaterasu.
and it has been Terami's task to gather those pawns.
Terami intends to destroy the Master Unit. If he is able to do so, the world will fall completely under the control of Takamagahara. It would be a world coaxed into existence by the hand of man. A world with unshakable order.
That is why they choose destruction.
Indeed, they must reset the system.
And that is why the Continuum shift has been triggered. It is examining countless possibilities.
Even I cannot observe every individual phenomenon. Only Takamagahara and the Master Unit have that capability. Is something amiss, Mr. Hero?
Terami is actively interfering with the Continuum shift. Perhaps even at the behest of Takamagahara. But that means he wishes to.
Princess!
I see we have a guest. Mr. Hero, I shall leave what remains to you. Oh, I imagine you are already aware, but I would be remiss if I did not mention to you that Terami almost certainly has the Blazblue.
Yes, I suspected as much the moment you called for me.
Ah, excellent.
Hakumen.
Red Devil.
Kokonoe, it's Hakumen.
God damn it! Hakumen, you son of a bitch! How many times have I told you to stay out of my way? Huh? I can't make a phenomenon intervention. It was Rachel that sprung you out, wasn't it? Where is that bitch?
Grimalkin, I have seen what you are hiding.
When? Did you?
Don't play coy. Explain.
Like hell?
Nuclear weapons, you fool! I have seen them, waiting in the belly of your ivory tower. What is it you intend to do with them? You must understand the dreadful power they have!
I'm not gonna argue this with you. Taker, restrain this idiot. This is an order, Taker. Repeat my order.
Roger. Restrain Hakumen.
Red Devil, surely you do not believe this is right!
That isn't up to me. Kokonoe makes those decisions. Besides, this isn't about right or wrong.
What?
What we're trying to do, whether it's right or wrong, is going to be judged by whoever comes after us. I'm just fighting for what I think is right.
And you think the Grimalkin is right?
This conversation is over.
I'm pretty sure I'm finding
The
unlimited
wheel
check. No,
is
just right last
coming.
second. I thought it was unlimited
Leader,
check.
one, action. Wake out.
This is the best you can manage, Red Devil?
Oh, what is this? You weren't nearly this strong last time.
Damn it! Is Rachel in a superior observational position?
Oh, my dear Kokonoe. Do you really think you can best me in an intervention?
Rachel!
Oh, how disappointing. I had such high hopes for you, and you have dashed them so thoroughly.
You.
Come along, Mr. Hero. You've wasted enough time with this trash already.
But Princess, didn't you tell him to...
You do realize it seems like you do that on purpose.
Steal your mind and discipline your body, Red Devil. We will meet again.
I'll make sure of it. And next time, I'll be the winner. Try not to die before then.
Ha. The same to you. I did not know such a place existed in Karatsuchi.
I'm trying to get sad, guys.
I'm sorry, but trespassing in this area is forbidden. Please leave immediately.
This voice! No, it cannot be.
Did you hear me? You have to leave now. If you won't leave on your own, then in the name of the librarian, I must resort to force. Can you hear me? Looks like you have a weapon. Who are you? Answer me! This is your last warning!
I'm Hakumen.
Hakumen? No, that can't... But he does look like him. Wait, why are you here? You're still alive.
Do you belong to the librarian?
Huh? Oh, yes. I'm... Tsubaki Yayoi, First Lieutenant in the Novus Orbis Librarium Zero Squadron.
Calm yourself, Yayoi.
I'm sorry. Are you Hakumen of the Six Heroes?
Please, calm down, First Lieutenant Yayoi. Yes, I am Hakumen.
Please excuse my insolent behavior, Hakumen, sir.
You have nothing to apologize for. You were merely doing as you were instructed. Yes?
It's an honor to meet you, Hakumen, sir. I really looked up to you. I mean, how could I not? You're a hero. A legend. My mother read me all the picture books about you, and I saw every single movie about the Six Heroes. I own them all too, and now you're right here in front of me. I feel like I must be dreaming. Oh my God, what am I saying?
Love this girl so much.
Oh, excuse me.
I never knew there was such a side to you.
Did you say something, sir?
No, nothing.
So, Hakumen, sir, what brings you here?
There is a certain task I must complete. In the pursuit of it, my path has led me here.
A task? If you have business with the librarian, would you like me to escort you?
Your offer is very much appreciated, but unfortunately, my destination lies not within the librarium. I have simply become lost. I have not been here for a very long time.
You've been here before.
Yes, a very long time ago.
How long?
First Lieutenant Yayoi.
Please, call me Tsubaki, Hakumen, sir.
First Lieutenant Tsubaki, then. I apologize for such an odd request, but might I see your face?
Huh? Sure.
Slowly, almost tenderly, Hakumen lays his hand against Tsubaki's face.
Sir?
First Lieutenant Tsubaki, that Armagus is the Izayoi, is it not?
Yes. It is the Ars Armagus Izayoi.
It is a vile thing. I heard many tales of its power during the Great War, but those who wielded it never met pleasant ends. The end that awaits those who lose their light is cold.
Even so, there's someone I need to save.
Save? First Lieutenant, will you listen to an old man's tale?
If you want to tell me, I would be honored to listen.
It is not terribly interesting, but this story begins long, long ago. There was a lady by my side. She had been a friend of mine since I was a child. We were the best of friends. Although she could be forceful at times.
So, she was your childhood friend? That's pretty common. Sounds like she just couldn't bear to leave you alone.
This lady walked the same path as I, the path of a warrior. But even then, she was always by my side, always reminding me of this appointment or that responsibility. It was frustrating at times, but I cannot deny she was something of a comfort as well.
I've always kind of hoped for a relationship like that.
Unfortunately, our situation changed. I felt there was something I was bound to do, and I left her side. I was selfish. Naturally, she followed, hoping to put an end to my foolishness.
I can really understand how she must have felt.
But I was young, and the young are fools. I was no different. I refused to listen to her. I thought only of myself. she died. I lost her, and in doing so gained yet another burden for my soul. But her death was not in vain. Her sacrifice taught me the strength that comes from fighting for the sake of someone other than oneself, the courage that one must have to sacrifice themselves. That knowledge has made me stronger. I fought the Black Beast, a monster that knew nothing save despair and madness. The technique that bears her name guided my sword, and the courage she taught me guided my heart. It is because of her that I was not simply another casualty of the Great War. I would tell her. I can tell her. Thank you. And if I could, I would ask her forgiveness.
Hakumen, sir, I think you don't need to ask for her forgiveness, because she never blamed you for anything. I don't know what else I could say, but... Oh, I'm so sorry. That's very rude of me.
No. I apologize for making you listen to such a foolish story.
I really envy that lady. After all, it was because of her that you were able to beat the Black Beast, right? Someday, I'd like to be a woman like that.
For you, such a thing would be as simple as breathing.
Oh, please, don't joke like that.
I must go now, First Lieutenant Tsubaki. Do what you believe is right. I no longer have the right to stand in your way.
Huh? Okay. Thank you.
Farewell, First Lieutenant Tsubaki.
Goodbye, Hakumen, sir.
Thank you, Tsubaki. Perhaps it has not yet been released. Still, I have no doubt it is simply a matter of time. What shall I do now? If I move quickly enough, perhaps I might effect some change. No, there would be little point. Still...
Who are you? Answer me.
What?
Let me repeat myself. Who are you?
Jin Kisaragi, how can you be here?
How do you know my name? You. Are you one of Captain Hazama's underlings?
I am Hakumen.
Hakumen? Are you claiming to be Hakumen, one of the 6 heroes? You bastard! Are you mocking me?
To think I should come into contact with this man. Is this yet another permutation brought about by the Continuum shift? Intriguing.
What are you going on about?
Yes, I suppose talking will serve little purpose with you. My sword will speak to you with greater force and eloquence than my words ever could. Come, Jin Kisaragi.
So a lot to unpack from that Tsubaki scene. So I'll wait till we get to the save point for that. But as you know, if you didn't put 2 and 2 together right now, yeah, you know, Jin and Hakumen are basically the same.
Seriously?
This is the best you can muster then. Did you really think to beat me with such a grievous wound?
Are you really Hakumen of the 6 heroes?
You still seem unaware of your true strength.
My true strength?
No, perhaps you do sense it, but you choose to turn it only to selfish ends. You shame both of us with your actions.
Are you talking about the power of order? That Jubei guy was going on about all that as well, but it means nothing to me. Order? Balance? Why the hell should I give a damn? My brother is suffering in his own private hell. It is for that reason that I intend to kill him, to end his pain forever, to save him from the insanity of this world. That is the purpose for which I will unleash the strength that you say I possess!
As I thought, you are pathetic. Little more than trash.
Me? Pathetic? Trash? You go too far. If you think that I'm gonna let such insults slide, you're sadly mistaken. One of the 6 heroes or not, I will make you pay for those words!
Your arrogance blinds you to the true strength of your opponents. Or perhaps you are attempting a bluff. It matters little. You cannot defeat me. Even you must have discerned as much from our battle. I can forgive much, but I will never know how to forgive you. The sorrow and pain your foolish arrogance has sown cannot be measured any more than it can be undone. You think even the power of Yuki-Anasa is yours to wield as you wish. You are still a child. You cannot defeat Wagner the Blood Edge.
Shut up! That is none of your business! One of the 6 heroes or not, you cannot possibly understand what I'm going through right now! What? The silent treatment now?
Is this influx of emotion an effect of the boundary? There can be no doubt that these feelings are my loss. My hatred. It cannot be Terumi. Someone has interfered here and has manipulated these feelings. But even now, we are under the influence of the Continuum shift. Any attempts at intervention are recognized and dealt with by Takamagahara. And therefore... First Lieutenant Tsubaki, that Armagus is the Izayuri, is it not?
Yes. It is the Armagus Izayuri.
No! That is what he intends to use the Izayuri for!
What's wrong?
Damn you, Terumi. You would stoop so low. How could you use Tsubaki thus? That fiend!
How do you know what her name is? What in the hell did you do to Tsubaki?
Never did I think I should find myself speaking to you, let alone asking such a thing. What am I to do? Shall I select a new path and bring about a brighter future? It would seem I have a choice to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jin go get his girlfriend. Well, technically our girlfriend.
Jin Kizuragi, I have a favor to ask of you.
And what would this favor be?
Make for the altar that sits atop the librarian. There you shall find what it is you seek. You may find First Lieutenant Tsubaki there as well.
You. Why do you know so much about Tsubaki?
I have no time to explain. You must go, Jin Kizuragi. Go and overcome yourself!
Understood. Although I hate the fact that our interests seem to coincide right now.
You would be wise to find a new hobby. That you would come here to spy on the likes of me does not speak well of your character.
Oh, it seems like I've been discovered.
Damn it to hell, Senna. This is all your fault. You were the one that wanted to take a look. It's not Luna's fault.
That's hardly fair, Luna. I cannot take all of the blame for this.
What are your names?
Holy hell, it's the Hakumen! Damn, he looks strong.
Ah, boy.
Oh, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Platinum. It is truly a pleasure to meet you.
Hold on there, Senna. Don't you mean our name is Platinum? Remember that Luna is here too. Senna, you're an idiot.
Luna, you're horrible.
We'll talk about that later. Hakumen, I brought you something. Hello? Do Hakumen? Are you even listening to me?
Nox Nictoris. Nox Nictoris Armor Rebor. Muchodin. Is this Trinity?
trickle-down theory? Tintin ovulation? What in the hell are you going on about?
Luna, mind your manners. You cannot speak to people that way.
Huh. Very well. What is it you wish to give me?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. This is for you. It's from Jubei.
From the cat?
I must warn you that neither of us know what it is. However, it was made very clear that we were to put it directly into your hands.
Wanda pulls out a small book and hands it to Hakumen.
Is this a grimoire?
Stare.
Luna, stop
Luna.
that. It isn't polite to stare.
That's a typo.
Why not? I'm not doing any harm.
You're...
Luckily, Hakumen opens the book.
What? We came all this way to deliver a book with nothing in it? What a chip.
You're right. All of the pages appear to be blank.
I suppose this is the cat's idea of a joke.
Sorry, Hakumen. I figured those two'd be there when you opened this, so I put a little something on it so only you can hear me. If you're holding this, I reckon that means you're right in front of the cauldron. I'd like to be there myself, but I kinda messed up. I feel real bad that I gotta keep leaning on you like this.
A message, ours.
Anyway, enough of that. Time for business. About me messing up. Truth is, I got in a bit of a scuffle, and I'll be damned if I didn't go and get myself hurt. I can still trot myself around all right, but I gotta be honest with you, partner. I ain't in any kind of shape for any sort of throwdown. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't telling you this just to get you worried or something.
Someone was able to wound the cat so gravely?
Look, I'm sorry for beating around the bush. Truth be told, I'm a little spooked. This wound's taking its sweet time healing. What I wanted to tell you is... this wound I got, it was made by magic.
Magic?
Ah!
You startled me.
It's her.
Hakumen slams the book shut.
This can't be. What is the meaning of this? Damn that terror me. What is that monster planning?
Yeah, if you want answers to that, look forward to Continuum. We're playing Continuum, so look forward to Chrono Phantasm. Yeah, but for the thing with Tsubaki, though, I meant to say this. I think we're... This is everybody? Okay, this is everybody. Cool. So, the thing with Tsubaki, that is literally, a drama series. The Blazblue Rule of Fortune. Where it's a timeline where instead of, like, Noelle being Jin's lieutenant, Tsubaki is Jin's lieutenant. And that's the timeline that Hakumen is from. Like, because as you can tell, he said he does not remember that, Noelle existing in his timeline. So, yeah. But still the same thing. Same results, where just like, he goes to the cauldron to find Ragna, sees what happened with New, Tsubaki, like, it gets explained again in Central Fiction, so, yeah. But anyway, we're almost done. We just got these four and Hazama. We're just gonna finish off with Hazama for now. December 31st AD 2199. It was the end of the year, and the librarian office at Kagetsuchi was busier than it had been for longer than anyone could remember. Rhonda Blood is the most wanted criminal in the history of the NOL, was reported to have destroyed several other NOL officers, and it was all towards Kagetsuchi.
Well, Shall we get started now? Very nice. You're not bad for an officer, you know that? Very well done.
Yeah, that's why the NOL branch was empty. Hazama, Advent Sword.
It's me. I'm coming in. Hazama, are you ready? I can leave at any time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you just give me 3 more minutes? I just haven't been able to bring myself to get ready. In fact,
Quit procrastinating. But I can't believe it's Kagutsuchi. That place brings back so many memories. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that the 13th Prime Field has disappeared.
No, it's the 12th Prime Field this time.
The 12th Prime Field? I thought it was a complete failure.
Well, yes, it was, but it turns out that the 12th Prime Field has inherited the Azure.
The Azure has been inherited by the 12th Prime Field?
Anyway, I'll get ready as quick as I can, all right? So just, go ahead and wait for me in the ship, okay?
All right, but hurry. Although, is it really? It sounds a little far-fetched. I guess we'll just have to see everything for ourselves. Very well. I'll be in the ship. Just hurry up.
Yeah, I'll be there. Just don't rush me, all right?
On the roof of the librarian's Kagutsuchi office, a black pillar stood, soaring up into the sky. At the top of this black monolith, a strange girl sat, glowing mysteriously. Hazama looked at her, grumbled, and adjusted his hat.
Alrighty then. Let's finish converging all these souls, shall we? Yes, time we were going. Wait for me, Noel Vermillion.
Spatial transfer complete. Destination coincides with programmed coordinates. Target acquired. Preparing for confrontation.
I just want to let you know ahead of time, this is just a Hazama just wrote the entire goddamn cast story mode, so be prepared for that.
I finally found you, Terami.
Oh, hello there. It's always great to see the daughter of the Great Witch and the One-Eyed Lotus. You sound so angry, though. It's kind of scary, you know. Why don't we try that again, and let's be a little nicer this time.
Shut it, asshole! I'll say whatever the hell I want to you.
Such language! What have your parents been teaching you? It sounds so romantic when you describe it as love that transcended the boundaries of species, but I mean, when you really think about what that means, it's kind of gross. Guess it shouldn't really surprise me that the daughter of something like that is a little cynical. I feel bad for you, you know? I've just gotta give it up for you. You'll just take any advantage you can get your hands on, won't you? But hey, why should an important, driven person like you concern herself with something as silly as morality? I mean, you take depravity so far it's almost admirable. Like the artificial causality weapon, or the old Susanoo unit, or this cute little prime field device here. They're just all tools to you, aren't they? Gotta get your way, whatever the cost.
So, who the hell are you to lecture me about morality? I'm just doing what I think is right. And what I think is right is for you to die. Go, Lambda!
Acknowledged. Now switching to battle mode.
Wow, she's an excitable one, isn't she? Guess I'll have to play with her for a little while. Oh well.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Here, not so fast. Here, devouring bang. Here, stretch. 2. Not so fast. Here, not so fast. Not so fast. Here. Here, take. Blazing fang. Not so fast. Here. Got it. 2. Here. Not so fast. Devouring fang. Scary.
Deploying field.
Not so fast. Not so fast. Here.
Altering space.
Scary. Got it. 3. Here. Not so fast.
Oh my god.
Scary. Devouring fang. Not so fast. 2. Here.
We are not doing this shit the first fucking fight!
Here. Got it. 3.
Major item advancing. Attack.
Here.
Damage to all systems over 60%. Catastrophic failure imminent.
No, Lambda! You can still fight! If I activate the auto-recovery subroutines in Region D4...
Hey, kid. You really need to learn when to quit. I feel kind of sorry for your toy here. You're not really the kind of owner a doll wants to have, you know.
But I finally got here! There's no way I can back down now! Lambda! Lambda!
Don't you feel sad, number 11? Because of this mean lady's own personal grudge, your precious memories have been erased, and you're forced to fight until you can't even move anymore. Have you forgotten all about Ragnar the Blood Edge? You used to really like him, you know?
No.
Don't listen to him, Lambda! Fine, retreat!
Yeah, that's right. Ragnar the Blood Edge. You remember now? Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Ragnar.
Oh, I have to say, this is kind of fun. I never get tired of watching someone's own mind tear them apart. You're really just a mockery of a human being, aren't you? Let me do you a favor and end this sad, sick joke.
Lambda!
Oh my, I guess I was so preoccupied with these two that I didn't even notice you. Good job sneaking up on me, though.
Rachel! Hakumen?
Oh, still here, are you?
Lambda, withdraw! Now!
Back now. What?
My goodness, that child really is quite helpless.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, shoot. My suit's all dirty now. Darn.
Tell me, why must you repeat the mistakes of the past? What possible purpose could explain this?
Huh? Purpose?
Oh, you are a laugh riot! Oh, come on, you know me better than that, old buddy. Surely you don't mean to imply I need a reason to destroy and manipulate and kill? Okay, all right, fine. How about this reason? Seems as good as any.
I do all the wonderful things I do because I want to see the miserable look on the faces of people like you when you're wallowing in despair, dismay, grief, frustration, misery, all sorts of other unpleasant nouns. Whoops. Ha! Sorry there, Haku. Guess I won't be able to see your miserable old face, will I?
Are you finished?
I guess you could say I'm just bored. At least misery is interesting.
As I suspected. So that is your desire. I shall not allow you to do as you wish.
Mr. Hero,
I've no need of your foolish meddling. This is an evil I must eradicate.
oh, I'm quite aware of that. I was simply going to suggest you get to work.
I don't really want you touching me with your okami, so I think I'll use this. Code SOL! Blazblue! Activate!
As I suspected, you have one as well.
Yes, I do. And you know what that means, don't you? That's right! I'm the one who made the Blazblue, me! But hey, you knew that all along, didn't you? There's no way in hell that vampire or her lapdog is gonna beat me!
Of course. That is why I have brought Mr. Hero along.
Ha! For what? To stop me? All right then, old buddy, old pal. Let's have us a fight. I'm ready for some good old-fashioned killing.
Once I have finished with you, little more than dust shall remain. I am the White Void. I am the cold steel. I am the jet sword. With blade in hand, shall I reap the sins of this world and cleanse it in the fires of destruction. I am Hakumen. The end has come.
Do we even get to play
The
it?
wheel
Yeah.
of death is
Oh, nope.
turning.
It's unlimited versus unlimited. I thought, like, nah, we wouldn't get to play unlimited.
Oh, come on now, Haku. What's wrong, buddy? Guess even a big old hero like you just can't make up that 99-year gap, huh? You're just too damn weak now. How the hell am I supposed to settle my score with you now, huh? This isn't any fun at all.
Demon.
Oh, come on. Let's hear one of those sweet little quips of yours. Like, what's one of them? You know, something like, justice, justice, justice. Or, I shall cleanse your evil from this world. Or, taste my sword. This is just eating you up inside, isn't it? You can't stand it, can you? Why don't you just kick my ass then, huh?
Have a care that your mouth does not make promises your skill cannot keep.
Don't interfere, fool.
Oh, is everyone's favorite vampire going to play with me now? Goodness gracious me! Such vulgar behavior would hardly befit a lady. Look, let me be honest with you. Really honest. You make me sick to my stomach. I really don't think you'll last more than a second or two against me. But oh, do I want to hear you scream.
Mr. Hero, you must pull yourself together. I shall buy you as much time as I can.
There's no need.
You are my servant. Do as I say.
Oh, for crap's sake. Just quit it with the bullshit camaraderie thing, alright? It's giving me a really nasty itch.
Very well, you knuckle-dragging ape. What say I sear the flesh right off your bones with a little lightning?
Oh, finally! Let's go, you little bitch!
Yeah, now it's not bad because it's unlimited, Rachel.
Lever, one, action. Disgusting.
Oh. Sorry,
Ready? Can you see
Forward, fucking
can't keep up? Inferno Raptor!
every time I fight him.
Not too shabby, you little leech. Even after thousands and thousands of years of deprivation, I guess you're still heir to the Tsukuyomi after all, huh?
I had no idea you were such a poor loser.
Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm just messing with you. Come on, lady. Pull that stick out of your ass.
What is this, my lady? Master Hakumen? You too? What have you done, Terumi?
Are you gonna make me kick your ass too? This is idiotic.
Milady, are you all right? I am so terribly sorry. I have failed you.
Au contraire, Valkenheim. Your timing could hardly be better. I should rather like to punish this impudent little child. Would you be so kind as to assist me? Mr. Hero, can you move? I do hope so.
Huh. Yes, I can move, but I owe you nothing.
Yeah, right. Okay, guys, what's the deal with the little team-up you've got going on here? You do realize this isn't a game, right? Please say yes.
It would be my distinct pleasure, my lady.
What?
You! All right, I know. God damn it, this was about to get good. Well, I'm sorry to call off this little hoedown, but it turns out I've got a much more pressing engagement.
I think not.
Whoa! Close, but no cigar. A for effort, though. See you around, chumps.
He's teleporting? Oh, I think not. After them! Apologies. I had no time to select a more suitable location.
Are you hurt, milady?
No, you senile fuss budget, I'm quite all right. Unfortunately, it seems we may have gone somewhat farther than I intended. One moment.
I am sorry, milady, that I can only follow the path you provide. I am terribly ashamed to be such a burdensome servant.
You needn't fret. I've grown accustomed to your behavior.
Hakumen!
Falkenheim, you saw her, yes?
Indeed I did, but what is she doing here?
Yeah, so they make it a big deal to play up who the hell Phantom is, but if you've been paying attention and know this magical thing called Context Clues, you would know who the hell Phantom is. So when it's eventually revealed who they are, it's not really a reveal. It's just kind of like, okay, and type of thing. So yeah. Hazama blinked back to existence in the middle of a lush, beautiful garden. Why he ended up there wasn't clear, but he had a feeling there was a reason.
Gosh, That was really a disaster, wasn't it? Is this... This is the top of Kagutsuchi, isn't it?
No, it's nothing. I'm fine. Thank you, Noelle.
No problem. Sorry, Tsubaki. I gotta run.
All right.
Oh, wow! This must be my lucky day! Unless I'm mistaken, that's Miss Noelle Vermillion over there. And...
I was watching Noelle walked away. It looked like she was heading for the librarian, probably in search of Jin.
Ah, Tsubaki, Tsubaki. So, she lost to Noelle. Gosh, she's useless.
Hey, don't say that.
Good. I can still see.
My goodness, if it isn't First Lieutenant Tsubaki Yayoi. Are you all right?
You! Captain Hazama!
Oh, that person over there. Could that be Lieutenant Noelle Vermillion? Gosh, if it is, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? I mean, my memory's not the greatest, but I'm pretty sure I asked you to kill her, didn't I, First Lieutenant Tsubaki?
Captain Hazama!
Oh, don't worry. I knew you couldn't do it before I sent you off. Don't be too down on yourself, all right?
I apologize. I could not complete my task. I am inadequate.
Oh, goodness, no! You sure don't look inadequate to me, at least. No, it looked like you just let her walk away. Of course, maybe I just imagined that.
Captain Hazama, there's something I must ask you.
Oh? What's that, First Lieutenant?
It might not be my place to say so, but prior to this incident, Major Kisaragi and Lieutenant Vermillion were exemplary members of the Praetorian Guard, unmatched in their dedication to the Librarium. I can't deny that they deserve some level of punishment, but a call for termination seems too sudden and too harsh. There must be a reason. I didn't think it would hurt to hear what they had to say before I...
The Imperator makes the decisions, First Lieutenant Tsubaki, not you.
I apologize.
Ah, Tsubaki. Let's see. Why don't I tell you the sad story of a poor girl who was pushed aside out of the spotlight?
What are you talking about?
The girl was the child of an important and distinguished family, and as such, her parents were quite strict. In time, she grew to be an elegant and graceful young woman, although she was sometimes reticent to express her feelings. She was smart, strong, and fit. She was humble, kind, and friendly, and everyone loved her. Of course, she was a little too serious and stubborn sometimes, but then, nobody's perfect, right, Yayoi?
What?
You excel academically and athletically, and you're gentle and sincere. You just happen to be beautiful as well. You are the heroine of this story.
Captain, I'm not sure I'm following you.
So, why is it?
I beg your pardon?
Why is someone like you such a low-ranking officer? Not only that, why are you a low-ranking officer on a garbage disposal team that everyone hates? Even the rest of the Librarium's army.
I'm proud of my position. I do hope to advance, but I've never complained about my job.
Wonderful! An exemplary response from an exemplary officer. Unfortunately for you, First Lieutenant Yayoi, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a liar.
I'm not...
Don't you think it's strange?
What's strange?
Why, that you're not by Jin Kisaragi's side, of course. Someone else has settled into the position that you were supposed to have.
What are you trying to say?
Come on now, isn't there someone close to you? She's from a small noble family on the cusp of irrelevance, an ordinary personality, and grades that aren't exactly befitting of an officer. The only thing she's good at, in fact, is synchronizing with Ars Magus. But then again, that sort of thing, you just have it or you don't. Luck of the draw, in other words. But even with her wholly unimpressive history, she was drafted straight into the army right after graduation and assigned the important position of secretary to the hero of Ikaruga. Now, who do you think I'm talking about? Time's running out. 3, 2, 1. What's wrong? Know the answer but can't say it. The correct answer is, of course, Noel Vermillion.
Captain Hazama, I think I've heard enough of this story.
Oh, but things are just about to get interesting. So why does someone like Miss Vermillion, someone so obviously inferior to you, work directly under Jin Kisaragi? You didn't even think that was strange?
That's because Noel's skills were the right fit for the job.
Wow. Still standing up for her. I'm impressed. You are such a sweetheart. But really, you don't need to. You see, you're not the only one who feels this way. In fact, everyone thinks that you are the person who should be working with Mr. Kisaragi.
No, that's not true.
But of course, you're such a nice girl that you blame yourself. You tell yourself you must not have worked hard enough or said the right things, and so you just keep burying all of those emotions you don't think you should be feeling. You don't need to suffer like this, First Lieutenant. This isn't your fault. It's not your responsibility.
It's not?
Of course not! It doesn't have anything to do with you, to be honest.
Then you mean it's something political?
Oh, it's much bigger than that. In fact, you've been so brave, I'll tell you what it is all about. As a sort of reward. This is top secret though, so keep it under your hat, all right? When you're using Izayoi, don't you ever see something weird? Like a sort of hallucination? It would be the sort of thing you'd regret seeing.
I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, come on now. Didn't I tell you how I feel about liars? You must have seen it. A distorted version of the world, with you standing next to Jin, not her.
Distorted.
There you go. I knew you were lying. Normally, I'd have to deduct a point for dishonesty, but I think I'll make an exception for you this time. What you saw wasn't a hallucination. What you saw was the real world, the way it's supposed to be. The only distortion around here is Noel Vermillion herself.
Huh?
The truth is, Noel Vermillion isn't supposed to exist in this world in the first place.
Noel isn't supposed to exist?
Well, you've seen it, haven't you? Noel's what's distorting the truth.
Noel distorts the truth?
You see, it should have been you who was recognized for her excellent performance and drafted by the librarian. You would have been assigned to Jin, and you two would have spent many happy days together. Then, at the beginning of December of last year, 2199...
The beginning of December?
Nothing happened!
Nothing?
Yeah, Ragnar the Blood Edge did show up, but you weren't given an order to capture him.
Why not?
Why? Well, that's simple. Unlike Noel Vermillion, you would have been a simple secretary.
Then Jin would have never known about Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Of course not! He'd never have had a chance to!
Oh no.
All of this unpleasantness is because of Noelle Vermilion. She caused all of it.
No, that can't be.
Can't be? Why not? You've seen the truth with your own eyes, Yayoi. You'd rather just deny that and live a lie? Let's think about this for a minute, okay? I'm sure there've been lots of times you wondered why Noelle got everything and you got nothing.
No!
Envy, jealousy, hell, even outright hatred. All of those feelings you're experiencing are beautiful and natural. It's not your fault you feel that way. Don't you see? Noelle Vermilion robbed you of your rightful place in the world!
Please stop!
The girl clamped her hands over her ears, trying to drown out Hazuma's words. There was no use. All the ugly feelings she kept in for so long were boiling to the surface. And then there was little she could do to stop them. The truth was just too cruel. Hazama felt good. Felt great. Starting the mind of a sweet, diligent girl and drawing out her darkest fear and desires gave him what can only be described as indescribable pleasure. The walls she'd spent so long building were crumbling. Despair rose in her mind like an insurmountable. Damn. I was watching Tsubaki laid a comforting hand on her shoulder.
I told you it's not your fault. You aren't to blame for any of this. I know it was probably kind of mean to break it to you this way, but I just couldn't stand thinking that you didn't know what was going on. Stand up, First Lieutenant Tsubaki Yayoi. I know you're going through a tough time right now, but you have a job to do. After all, there's not much time left, right?
As the words slid to her ear, and Tsubaki leapt to her feet. Her face was gone back to disappointment.
All right then, off with you. Go take back what's rightfully yours. Take back Jin Kisaragi.
I'm the one who should be with Jin. Noelle took that away from me. Captain Hazama, I'm sorry. I wasn't good enough to do what you asked me to.
Oh, that. You know, I'd practically forgotten already. Don't worry about it. You did your best. Isn't that all that really matters? Besides, you can learn a lot from a loss. Make sure you learn something from this one.
I'm really sorry.
Anyway, we figured out where Major Kisaragi's got to. It looks like he's over at the librarian's Kabutsuchi branch. First Lieutenant, you won't mind if I ask you to go take care of that, will you?
Thank you. Yes, I'll head over there right away.
Well, that's covered. Oh man, the look on her face. Well, this just might be the first time you impress me, First Lieutenant Garbage. Oh shoot, I forgot to tell her. Jin Kisaragi finds out about Ragna the Blood Edge anyway, and First Lieutenant Tsubaki, well, she dies! Oh, well, no big deal, I suppose. I didn't lie to her after all.
Yeah, I highly recommend, like, if you can, if it's still up, there's a English sub version of the Wheel of Fortune drama CD, so I ended up, like, listening after, like, after I, like, finished Continuum Ship. I forgot, like, how long it's been. But yeah, it's like, the thing with the drama CD is, like, it's just a whole bunch of audio, so it's just no pictures or whatnot. It's just kind of one of those things where, like, you're imagining what's happening, so. But yeah, it's actually, yeah. First off, it's canon, and then second off, it's, you know, that's the timeline Hakumen's from, and as you can see, like, it's really important. So, that's what I said, keep every timeline in mind, like, from here on out. Well, that was as far as Calamity Trigger, so again, keep everything, every small thing, keep in mind. It's got to be important.
So this is what passes for downtown on Kagutsuchi's bottom floor, huh? All right. I know.
Excuse me, do his best to avoid being seen. Hazama approached the woman who was over behind the building. Great.
Are you all right, ma'am? Everything all right over here?
I'm fine.
You're coughing up blood. That sure doesn't sound like fine to me.
I just cut my lip. Really, it's nothing to worry about.
Please don't lie. Feedback from the boundary is eating away at you, physically and mentally. It's pretty obvious, really.
Huh? How do you know so much about the boundary? Who are...
Oh, we can save the introductions for later. Here you go. You can use my handkerchief.
Thank you, but I have one of my own.
Beautiful woman smiled weakly up at Hazama as she wiped blood from her mouth with a handkerchief.
Here, let me help you up. You're never going to feel better wasting away over here. Let's get you over to that bench.
Thank you for your kindness.
Well, I guess I might as well introduce myself. My name's Hazama, and I'm from the Novus Orbis Librarian Intelligence Department.
My name is Lychee Fei Ling. I run a small medical clinic nearby.
How are you feeling now?
I'm starting to feel much better, thank you. Pardon the intrusion, but what brings a member of the Intelligence Division to a place such as this?
Well, I heard a rumor that there was a beautiful female doctor in this neighborhood.
I appreciate the flattery. But seriously, why are you here?
You're something of a mind reader, aren't you? I guess I underestimated you.
I'm not clairvoyant, unfortunately. It's just that you're doing a remarkably inadequate job of hiding that unusual aura of yours.
Well, my hat is off to you. You really are worthy of being Dr. Kokonoe's #1 assistant.
It seems you've done your homework.
Let's see here. Lychee Fei Ling. You used to work with Sector 7, where you were an assistant to Dr. Kokonoe. The disappearance of one of your co-workers led you to leave Sector 7 and move to Kagutsuchi. Right so far?
I don't see any point in confirming or denying anything you've said. And you just tell me what exactly it is you want from me.
Oh, please, don't give me that scary look. Okay, fine. I'll just tell it to you straight. How'd you like to come to the librarium with me?
I don't think I'd like that at all, to be honest. And what does the library want with me?
The librarium is very interested in your theory about the flow of Seether and its effects on living organisms. Is that clear enough?
Go away.
Don't be like that. It can't hurt to just listen to what I have to say.
I will only say it one more time. Go away now, and do not come back.
Okay, I get the message. I'll get out. Oh, one more thing. What if I told you we could save the man you're so desperate to find?
What do you mean by that?
Well now, I can't exactly tell you that, can I? Not here anyway. That would be cheating.
Wait a second. You're telling the truth? You know of a way to save him?
You know, it's pretty arrogant for you to tell me to get out one moment and beg me to stay the next. Ah, well, I suppose that's one of the perks of being beautiful, isn't it? No one cares how arrogant you are.
Like Hancock.
Dr. Lychee, I didn't know you were back. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
Don't worry about me. I was just on my way out. Thanks for having me over, Dr. Lychee. Catch you later.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe my opinion on Lychee will change when we get to Central Fiction, because it sure the hell does not change going on to Chronophasism. Because I never played any of the Act 1s for everyone. Like, I only did like a select few. So maybe like during like her acts, like it changes, and doing like the story mode stuff like will change. My opinion of her will probably change, but I will tell you this right now. She's like, I want to say she's the least offensive one out of her and Hakumen. Alright? Like, she goes through some shit, man. Excuse me. She goes through a lot, and I can actually sympathize and empathize with a lot of it. Hakumen, on the other hand, fuck that guy. Like, he gets no sympathy from me, so, yeah, I doubt my opinion on him is gonna change. He's in that same list where Carl is, where it's just like, well, Carl's like the opposite, like of Lychee, where it's just like, yeah, he was headed a good place, and then Central Fiction happened, and yeah, that soured my opinion on him, like the entire goddamn series. So pretty sure Hakumen is in that same boat. Well, like, I never liked his ass, so yeah, just point it out there.
Gosh, doing all this grunt work sure is a pain. It isn't easy being so low on the totem pole. Now, isn't it about time? Whoa, that was pretty close. What do you think you're doing, Major Kisaragi? So you're just going to swing that sword at me and then ignore me? That's not very nice.
What did you do to Tsubaki?
Oh my, that was fast. Is it over already? I guess she didn't manage to slow you down at all. Garbage in, garbage out, I guess. You still haven't told her yet, have you?
Tell her what?
Yes, what did I do to poor First Lieutenant Yayoi? That's what you wanted to know, right? Well, it's pretty simple. I just told her the truth. The truth about this world and, you know, stuff. Lying's bad after all, right, Major Kisaragi?
The truth?
Yes. You see, I'm part of the intelligence department. My job is to research things and then report back with the truth.
Then enlighten me with your so-called truth.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to divulge that information at this time. Not even to someone as important as you, Major. After all, I'm obliged to protect First Lieutenant Yayoi's privacy, so... Oh, I'm sorry. You aren't mad, are you? Jealous, maybe? I had no idea you could be that, human. Is something wrong? Was it something I said?
I see now. You used your truth to drive her insane. Enough of your words. It's time for you to die.
Again, soft spot for the girl.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action. Counter.
Serious?
Now you got it. Here. Nice, huh? Now you got here.
Not so familiar. Whoa. Got it. Not so fast. Not so what was your feet?
Not good enough.
One more fight.
Wow, you're really strong, Major Kisaragi. I'm impressed. Really.
Die, Captain Hazama.
Nah, I'd rather not. I think I just might lose if we keep this up, so I'm gonna make a strategic withdrawal at this juncture.
Wait right there, you son of a bitch!
For what? I mean, I waited a really long time already. I really can't afford any more waiting. Besides, I think he's going to show up any minute, and I've really gotta go say hi. So, if you'll just excuse me.
And just who the hell are you?
I'll let you clean this up, Phantom. You don't mind playing with him for a while, do you? Gosh, that was close. Good thing I got a look at him beforehand. To be honest, I didn't think he was going to give us much trouble. Guess there's more to Jin Kisaragi than meets the eye. Wouldn't you agree, Ragna the Blood Edge?
Jeremy!
I've been expecting you, Ragna. You've kept me waiting a really long time. I'm getting a little sick of waiting, you know.
Noel. Where is Noel Vermillion? What's so funny, asshole?
Oh, it's just... I've just heard that line so many times.
What?
I'm finally here! You know how long I've been waiting for this? How could I not laugh? Right, I'm sorry. You're looking for Noel, right? You can find Noel Vermillion right over there. See her?
What the hell is that? The cauldron can't be. No way. God damn it. Stop smelting right now, God damn it!
This is just too great!
What the hell are you talking about?
This is too much!
God damn it, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, come on! It's not hard. I observed it. All of it. Holy hell, did it take a long time.
Observed it?
The Continuum ship that Takamagahara made. Now, normally it's completely unpredictable, but I just observed every single bit of it. Every pattern. Well, you and me, to be exact.
Screw this. I've heard enough of your bullshit!
Whoa!
Ah!
Oh, the easy guys Rocket attack, slam him to the floor, secure Rocket's arms to blow his
Don't be so impatient, Ragna. The good part's just about to start, you know.
Jeremy.
You see, sweet little Noel Vermillion is right here waiting for you. What are you gonna do? Just sit around with your thumb up your ass like last time? Oh, I hope so. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Somebody cut off your hand, huh? What? Oh, that's right. I did. Oh, don't be sad. I left you one, so just switch hands, okay?
You goddamn son of a bitch!
I'm not gonna let you
get away with this!
So yeah, that's kind of like the most trollest thing Terry has done in this game. Like outside of what he did, he says in the truth story, but he observed everything. So he had this conversation with Ragnar, God knows how many times, and that's why he was repeating Ragnar's reaction word for word. And as you can see, Ragnar cannot use the Blazblue, so no Soul Eater. I'm surprised he was spawning like spamming coronavirus, to be honest. But, yeah. Honestly, my top Terry moment right there.
Whoa, whoa, take it easy there, big guy. You can't beat me. Doesn't matter what you do. I'm not being arrogant or anything here, you just can't.
Screw you. I haven't started on you yet.
Oh, I probably know what I'm talking about. Did that damn vampire tell you the same thing? I'll bet you heard it from Hakumen too. They all know you can't beat me. See, Ragnar? I've got Blazblue. I'm the one who made the Azure Grimoire.
What?
That's not the real reason, though. I mean, it helps, but there are other reasons. See, the vampire and good old Haku, Takamagahara doesn't mess with them. So they could have actually beat me, but you went and ruined all that.
I ruined it.
Did I stutter? Yes. Your grudge against me is stronger than any of them. In fact, it's so powerful that it's what keeps me in this world. Why do you think Kokonoe kept trying to off you? Huh? Oh, you're wondering why nobody told you this. Well, just think about it for a minute, silly. Soon as somebody told you about all of this, your grudge would get even bigger. It'd keep getting bigger and bigger, and the bigger and stronger it got, the stronger my link to this world would be.
Can't be.
Yes! You brought me to this world, and Noah Vermillion gave me a chance to stay. I really can't thank you enough, Ragnar. I owe you one. Ah! Well, I guess that's enough talk for now. Your head probably hurts. I suggest you sit down on the sidelines over there and put that thumb where it belongs. The party's just about to start. Wake up, Murakumo!
But yeah, and one of like the trailers reveals, it's like Hazama, aka Terami, reveals that it's basically Ragnar's hatred that keeps him there. Like that's like an ongoing thing with Terami, like his entire character, where it's just like the more people hate him, the more he has to stay in the world, and Ragnar's like one of those people who hates him the most. So yeah, that gets explained. It gets expanded later in Chrono Phantasm. Again, we will get there, so don't worry about it. I think we got the true ending. Yep. Like I said, we're saving that for next stream. So I do want to finish up the rest of these characters, though, but decisions. Fuck it. We can yeah, we'll do that next stream. Cause I'm pretty sure we're gonna go over the limit again. So I know I said I was gonna do the rest of the Continuum shift cast, but I think we did enough. Because I was just like, I don't want to just like do the finale for like the next stream. Like we could just, you know, finish up with Makoto and them, and then move on to the finale and the extra stories. And then like that'll be it for like the story mode for Continuum shift. Well, for the most part, so we gotta come back for the gag endings, the bad endings, and teach me with Lychee. And that'll be it. Then, oh boy. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited like where the story is going, because I for one know where it's going and can't wait for you guys to see how it unfolds. And we get to move, like, another thing they added like one more like post-credit scene like at the end of the true ending, so that's another thing, like, I'll give props to Continuum for standing for like setting up like the next game. Like you could obviously tell from like the other story modes that's setting Carga, but how we get there is, yeah, I'll let you guys figure that out. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys like sticking with me with this, because again, I love this series so much. I love the story of this game, and we're at the end point. Like, we just got a few left, and then it's gonna be over. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna wait till Thursday. I debated again. Thought about like, you know what? I can probably finish it. I was like, no, because there's no telling like how long the rest of these are gonna be. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And oh boy, we're in for a treat. Like the next time we go back in this, because I will also point out that this is the, like, outside the true ending, this is the last we hear of David as Hazama, aka Terumi, because like I said, all the new story modes recorded is by Eric. Is it Doug or is it Eric? I forgot which one it was. I want to say it's like Doug. But yeah, like that's, and I already made my opinion known on them, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's a problem for Thursday me. So again, thank you guys for watching. I know you're tired of me saying that. Be safe. Keep your families close, your friends close. Excuse me. And just prepare yourself for the finale of Continuum should extend next time we show up, next time we stream. So look forward to it.